For the men's heavyweight eights are lined up on the stake boat.
The grand final for the men's heavyweight eights are lined up on the stake boat. With about 2 minutes to go, there's not a lot of movement. And getting ready for this smackdown of the ages, West versus East, the Tigers versus the Bears of California and Northeastern, or the Huskies from Northeastern, beg your pardon, and the Huskies from Seattle versus the Bears from Brown and California, the Tigers and Harvard. Brown will be in lane 6 on the outside. Northeastern in 5, Harvard in 4, Washington in 3, Cal in 2, and Princeton in lane 1. A year's work on the line, and great racing anticipated here this afternoon as the West Coast crews only marginally have any comparisons against their East Coast rivals. Now the polling has started. This is it. They're all poised. The flag is up. And they're off. The grand final for 2013 Men's National Championship underway, and Harvard is exploding out of the blocks. 49 for Harvard. 41.5 for Northeastern. 43.5 for Washington. Harvard has an early lead of a half a deck over Washington and the remaining of the pack. Brown, I checked that. Brown had the slowest start in lane 6, a half a length back of the field. Harvard and Washington going side by side. Give the edge to the Harvard right now, to the Crimson. 1 seat up for Harvard. Then it's 1 or 2 seats separating all the other boats with the exception of Brown. Harvard doesn't want to let Washington out of their sights. But Washington now is drawn even with Harvard and have taken a seat lead at the 500-meter mark. Too close to call for 3, 4, and 5. 6 would be Brown. Washington, a seat and a half over Harvard. Harvard, 38.5. Washington, 40, if I can believe my watch. Nope, 38 for Washington. Then Northeastern Huskies are starting to draw into 3rd. California, right with the Huskies. Princeton in 4th. Princeton in 5th. Brown in 6th. But not much separating these crews. Washington now, 3 seats on Harvard. At 7:50 gone. Can the Huskies run the table again for the 2nd year at the IRAs, winning all 5 events? Now Harvard is pushing hard, and the Huskies from Northeastern are taking over 2nd from Harvard. A bow ball. Big push by the Northeastern crew. Those 3 crews beginning to pull away from Cal, Princeton, and Brown. Washington taking another press. Washington taking another seat away from Harvard and Northeastern. Credit to Northeastern now. 1 seat ahead of Harvard. Brown is starting to come up. California is starting to come up. Princeton is fading just a bit. Washington, 3/4 of a length up on Northeastern. It looks almost too easy for Washington. Very workmanlike. Horizontal drive. Alex Perkins on the bow of Harvard. Alex Perkins, the stroke of Washington. Now Seamus, the coxswain, has the bow of Harvard. Harvard's back in front of Northeastern by a deck. Half a deck. California trying to mount a charge. Brown trying to mount a charge. But it's all Washington with 550 meters to go. Can Northeastern challenge Washington? Can Harvard jack the rating? Is the power of Washington too great for the finesse of Harvard and Northeastern? It would appear so. Woohoo! 40 for Washington as they maintain a comfortable lead. It's going to be a dogfight, a battle to the death for second. Northeastern and Harvard. Who will be silver? Who will be bronze? Brown trying to come up. California in fifth. Princeton in sixth. Washington will be the national champions with 15 strokes to go. Harvard has come up to take over second from Northeastern.
Harvard second. Northeastern trying to stay ahead of Brown. And California over to Bob.
So it looks like Washington heading for a sweep again, but second and third are monsters fight. Brown, who lagged early in the race, charging through. They are pressing Harvard for second. It's going to be tight. It looks like Harvard. But Brown racing through, looks like they've gotten the bronze medal, just barely knocking out Northeastern. California fifth and Princeton in sixth. So Washington sweeps the regatta again. That was a great move by Brown, coming from way back off the start to nail down that bronze medal, we think. We're going to verify that with the pictures. Harvard, a good solid fight, hung in there for the silver. Northeastern, great fight all the way down the course. Looks like they just got nipped for bronze. We'll have the official results momentarily.